suddenly in last few weeks, ChatGPT is again important for us due to its amazing powerful updates, and many people switch back to ChatGPT from Claude. Now you open ChatGPT, you found that ChatGPT Work and ChatGPT Codex apart from Chat. And to use them, you need to learn difficult terminologies like MCP, plugins, Worktrees, Subagents, RAG, and you panicked and you closed it and you decided, oh, this is not for me. But guys, this is for you. Everyone on internet is telling learn Codex and learn ChatGPT Work, and many people will fail because they start building without learning core concepts. Today I am giving you the map, 30 concepts, plain English, no coding, no tech background needed. By the end of this video, you will understand this new ChatGPT better than most developers do, and this is not a joke. Most of them only learn the part they needed. Stay till the end, because if you learn these concepts, I promise you guys, you will save a lot of your time as well as your money. I uploaded similar video about Claude Code concepts for normal people around 3 months ago on my YouTube channel, and it is my most watched video on my YouTube channel so far. If you haven't watched it, watch it out from above. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe it and turn on my bell notification bell so you will never miss my video in future. Let's get started. I explained these 30 concepts into 5 parts. Part 1, the map. What Codex actually is and where it lives now. Part 2, how you talk to it. Prompts, rules and permission. Part 3, memory and models. And this is where everyone goes wrong. Part 4, connecting it to your real life, your apps, your browser, your files. Part 5, the power features. Then bonus section with my special tips which will save your money. Concept number 1. What is Codex? Imagine you hire someone new. Most new people ask you 100 questions on day 1, but this one doesn't. Before saying a single word, they read every file in your office, every document, every note and every old email, and then say, okay, I understand. What do you need? Not suggestions. It does the actual work for you guys. It edits files, runs commands and checks its own output before handing it back to you. And luckily, you don't need to be coder to use it. Hold your thought, because by end of this video, I will show you exact version specifically for people who never open terminal. Concept number 2, and this is the big one. Picture a street with 3 separate shops. One sells sandwiches, one does catering for offices, one is a professional kitchen. Last week, the owner knocked the walls down and made it one building with 3 doors. This is exactly what OpenAI did on 9th of July. The standalone Codex app is gone as a separate thing. It merged into new ChatGPT desktop app, and inside that one app, you now have 3 doors. Chat, the ChatGPT you already know for questions. Work, an agent that takes a whole project and comes back with finished files. Codex, the builder. And that's new ChatGPT ecosystem for us guys. Concept number 3, where Codex lives. Think about one colleague you can reach 5 different ways. Office, phone, email, WhatsApp, or by walking to their desk. Same person, different doors. Codex is one worker you can reach in 5 places. The desktop app, the terminal. I will explain terminal in 10 seconds. Inside your code editor, on the web, and from your phone. And the last one is genuinely wild. You can connect ChatGPT mobile app to your Mac, and that's your running Codex app. And the Codex runs from that Mac. Same project, same files, same settings, controlled from your phone. Then you can connect it from your train, your movie station, your office, from anywhere. Concept number 4, the terminal and CLI. CLI stands for Command Line Interface. Forget about the name guys, it's daunting. Let me explain you in easy language. The terminal is basically your messaging app of your computer. Instead of clicking buttons, you type a sentence and your computer does it. And CLI just means command line interface. That's the technical name for texting your computer, and that's it guys. You type Codex and Codex opens. No mouse. That's your CLI. Concept number 5, project folder. You already know this concept guys. You have holiday photos in one folder. You have text documents in one folder, remember? And that's your basically project folder. Codex works inside that box. That's your project folder. Point it at the box and everything in it becomes its world. Part 1 is done guys. Now you know more than most people who downloaded this app last week. Congratulations. Part 2, how you actually talk to this thing. And the concept number 6 is prompt. And this is where many people fails to use it properly. Imagine you get in a taxi. Option 1, you tell the driver every single turn. Left here, now right, slow down. And option 2, you say the address. Old ChatGPT was the option 1. You give it one instruction at a time. Codex and Work are option 2. You give the destination and you let it drive. So instead of saying write a paragraph, now create a table, now put it in a document, write like this. Analyze this sales folder, give me a finished report with the chart and tell me what's going wrong. And you give the destination basically. Concept number 7. AGENTS.md. If you already watched my Claude code concept video, then this is basically twin of Claude.md. Imagine you hire a cleaner for your house. Every single week you would have to explain it again. Like, this room is off limits, the key is here, don't move that. Exhausting, isn't it? So instead, you write one note and stick it on the fridge. Now they just read it. Agents.md is that note. It's a plain text file in your project and Codex reads it every single time it starts. One important warning, and that's kind of rule, not a suggestion. Never put passwords or API keys in agents.md file. It's a note on the fridge. Anyone in the house can read it. So it's very important. Concept number 8, plan mode. And this is my favorite. Let's say you hire a builder to renovate your kitchen. A bad builder starts swinging a hammer immediately. A good builder puts a drawing on the table and says, here is what I'm going to do. Do you agree? So plan mode is that drawing. Codex writes a plan, you read and correct it, and then you approve, then Codex starts building. Concept number 9, the sandbox and approvals. Fancy name, isn't it? Imagine you hire new interns in your company. On their first day, you let them walk in the workshop. You do not give them the keys to the front door and the company bank account. A sandbox is that workshop. Codex can move freely inside it and it has to ask you before it steps outside, before it touches something beyond your project, before it reaches out to the internet. You are not trusting robot with your whole computer. You are giving it one room and a doorbell. Concept number 10, auto review. In a newspaper, the writer writes and the second person checks it before it gets printed. Auto review is that second person. Codex reviews its own work before it hands it to you. Concept number 11, permission profile. Imagine a hotel keycard. Cleaners' keycard can open hotel rooms. Managers' keycard opens safe. Same cards, different powers. Permission profiles are keycards for Codex. One profile for careful work, one for when you trust it and you want speed. Part 2 done. And the key takeaway? Plan first, speed second. Quick pause. And this one is for anyone who runs their own business or leads a team. Businesses in the world are moving so fast, especially in AI era. And if you or your employees in your company are not using properly these AI tools to implement workflows and to get the results, then I'm really sorry to tell you on your face, guys, you are losing behind in this race. So teach your employees how to use AI tools properly because they only can generate more revenues and profits for your company. That's why I offer customized AI training programs for your businesses and teams, online or in person. Whether you are in Europe, Germany, India, or anywhere in the world, we can arrange it for you. I also do AI workflow automation and one-to-one consulting for your business to make it more efficient. Just send me an email and we'll find the best possible way to serve you with the best quality. Part number 3, memory and models. And this is where most people goes wrong. And concept number 12 is context window. Your desk fits a certain number of papers. When it's clean, you find everything instantly. When it's covered, you start missing things. The context window is Codex desk. Every message, every file, every part of your conversation sits on it. And when it fills up, quality drops. Not because the AI got dumber, because the desk is full. So when a long session starts feeling sloppy, that's usually your answer. Concept number 13, compaction. So remember the last concept, when there are a lot of papers, instead of throwing away all papers, a good assistant summarize it. So instead of 3 hours, now we have one beautiful page where every summary we can find it. So that's basically compaction. So Codex compresses the old thread into a summary so it can keep going without starting over. It's very important and you need to use it more often. Concept 14, memories and something called chronicle. There are basically 2 types of memory, short term and long term. The desk is short term, it gets cleared, but you also have a notebook, the things you want to remember next month. Memories are that notebook. Things Codex keeps across sessions, so you are not re-explaining your setup every Monday morning. And the chronicle is the running record of what actually happened. Concept number 15, models. Honestly, OpenAI finally made this simple. 3 colleagues, one is the deep specialist, takes their time, catches what everyone else missed. One is the reliable all-rounder who handles most of the work. One is the fast and the cheap and the perfect for repetitive jobs. That's Sol, Terra and Luna. GPT 5.6. Sol is the flagship for hard, messy, high-value work. Terra is the everyday workhorse. If you are using GPT 5.5, Terra is your natural home. Luna is for clear, repeatable, high-volume tasks. Concept number 16, and this is where things are getting powerful. And I cannot describe what is the name of this concept 16, but let me show you. Here in the Codex, you can see the different effort level: light, medium, high, extra high, and ultra. Same colleague, but 3 different ways to work. The default is Sol on medium. Max gives one model more time to think on a single hard task. Ultra uses sub-agents to work on a separate parts at the same time. Ultra is real power and real consumption. In Codex, it's available on Plus and above. In ChatGPT Work, it's Pro and Enterprise. Use it for big messy job, not for fixing a typo. Concept number 17, pricing. What actually does it cost? And this is where we will start talking about money. This is not a phone plan with unlimited minutes. It's electricity meter. Bigger task, more thinking, more agents are running, that means more cost. For scale, here is the OpenAI's own developer pricing per 1 million tokens. Sol, $5 in, 30 out. Terra, $2, 50 in, 15 out. Luna, $1 in, 6 out. So Sol cost about 5 times Luna on the way in. Now it's time for part 4. Now we are connecting ChatGPT to our everyday life. Concept number 18, which is first concept in part 4, is MCP, Model Context Protocol. But forget about the name. Remember those days when we have different devices in our home and we have different chargers for each of them. Then USB-C arrived, one cable for everything. And basically MCP is your USB for AI. We have different apps like Gmail, Calendar, Notion, Slack, which we need to connect with agent. We need something in between. So that's our MCP. So we use MCP as a USB-C for AI. And before MCP, we have custom bridge built for every single tool. Duplicate integration code, tool by tool. Slow, fragile, one-off connections. But after MCP, one standard plug shape, every tool. And build the connector once, reuse everywhere. New tools, plugin, no rebuilding required. Concept number 19, plugins. Your phone comes with basic apps. Then you open App Store and you install apps. That's basically your plugins inside your ChatGPT. When you click on the plugins, as you can see, there are many apps: Notion, Linear, Dropbox, Asana, Figma, Supabase. That's basically your plugins. You can connect it into your ChatGPT and then you can use it. Concept number 20, skills. A great chef doesn't remember 900 different recipes. It creates all records at one place. He selects the right card when it's needed. Skills is basically recipe in your ChatGPT, right? One specific job where each skill holds instruction for exactly one task, nothing more. Read on demand. It's only opened and read when then specific jobs comes up. Stays out of the way. The rest of the time, it doesn't clutter agent's context. That's one of the most powerful things in Codex. Concept number 21, connectors and at symbol. Let's say you have an employee. You don't give them all the times all the files. You just point it out, okay, use that, and he will use it. And that's exactly at symbol. So let's say you open Codex and you just type at symbol and then select documents, PDF, or let's say plugins, right? That's how it will use it. So instead of letting ChatGPT guess, you simply select from your connected tools and it pick the app or file. And that's how it gives real context. Concept number 22, the browser and computer use. Until now, AI could talk. This gives it eyes and hands. The new desktop app has a browser built in, so it can go and read a website itself instead of you copying and pasting. And on desktop app, Work can use your files and desktop apps with your permission. Concept number 23, GitHub, Slack and Linear. It joins your team, not just your laptop. Codex connects to GitHub, Slack and Linear. In plain English, it can sit where your team already talks and works. Pick up the task from there and hand the result back there. The colleague moved into the group chat. Part 5, power features. This is final part, but after this, I will share one bonus section as I told you in the beginning of this video. So stay tuned. Concept number 24, subagents. But forget about the name. One person doing 5 jobs does all 5 badly. 5 specialists doing 1 job, each can finish faster and better. Subagents are exactly that. Instead of one codex juggling everything, it splits the work into pieces and runs them at the same time, each with its own focus. You describe the goal, it builds the team. Concept number 25, hooks. The light in your hallway that turns on when you walk in, nobody flips a switch. A rule was set once and now it just happens. A hook is when this happens, automatically do that. Finish writing, now run the test. About to delete something, tell me first. Set the rule once and stop babysitting. Concept number 26, slash commands. Double tap on your back of your phone and the camera opens. That's basically slash commands. Slash commands are speed dial. One short word triggers an entire workflow that you defined once. You will build 2 to 3 of this and then wonder how you lived without them. Concept number 27, Worktrees. Let's say you are 20 years old and you want to try out new recipe for the first time and guests are coming at your dinner. But your mom says don't do it here because it will hurt the dinner, right? So you don't do it at the dinner service. You use second kitchen. That's basically your work trees. A work tree is a second identical copy of your project. Try the mad idea there. If it breaks, delete it. Nothing happened. If it works, bring it back into the real one. And the sub-agents can each work in their own copy at the same time. Multiple experiments running in parallel and not one of them can hurt your real project. Concept number 28, Codex Cloud. Let's say you give it task to Codex while you are in office. Now you go to home and Codex carries on his task without you sitting there. Codex Cloud runs the task on OpenAI's computers instead of yours. Long job, send it up, close your laptop, come back to the result, and your local Codex and the cloud talk each other so you can start something on your machine and let the cloud finish it. One honest note, that means your project is being proceed on their infrastructure. If your work is confidential, that's a decision you should make on purpose, not by accident. Concept number 29, automations. Let's say you have a dishwasher in your home. You load it up in the night and you set a timer at 3 a.m. run it. So when you wake up by breakfast, your all utensils will be clean. Schedule tasks in ChatGPT Work do that for your job. Run once, repeat on schedule, trigger on an event, or just watch something and tell you when it changes. Every Monday at 8, pull last week's numbers and give me the summary. You stop asking, it just arrives. Finally, concept number 30, Codex Security. Codex Security is an agent that goes through code hunting for security holes and fixes them. OpenAI introduced it back in March. You may never touch it yourself, but the tools you use every day are getting checked by things like this, and that's worth knowing. It's bonus time, guys. I will tell you 4 things that cost me money before I learned them. Number 1, don't leave Ultra switched on. It's a big job tool, not a default. Sole on medium handles most work. Number 2, write your Agents.md on day 1. Every session you skip it, you are paying to re-explain your own project. Number 3, compact before you are desperate. Clean the desk while the work is still good, not after the answers go bad. Number 4, match the model to the job. Luna for repetitive work, Terra for the most things, Sol when it genuinely matters. And one last thing, if someone watching this full video and thinking about how I should use ChatGPT Codex, I'm not the technical guy. I never opened the terminal, and that's why OpenAI created one agent called ChatGPT Work. That's kind of a Claude co-work. I uploaded full video how to use ChatGPT Work. You can click above and you can use it for every day. That's so powerful, guys. Congratulations, guys. You nailed it. You made it till the end. Now you know all 30 concepts of ChatGPT ecosystem. Now you can use it, ChatGPT, like a pro. And if you learned something new today and enjoy my content, then hit the like, hit the subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you will never miss my videos in the future. And thank you so much for your love. I will see you in the next one.